Ahem. So all of our dignitaries are going to be in a grand entry. We have members, President of Rosebud Sioux Tribe, the Tacanku Lakota Treaty Council, Rosebud Sioux Tribal Council members. We want you to end the grand entry. And the chairperson of the border regions and members of the border regions. We'd like to have you in the grand entry. And our dignitaries, all of you can fall in line with the president, with all of our honor guards and others. We have many of you, so please fall in line there.
Get some chairs.
Maintenance, we need about 4 more chairs up here for our Rock and Decay drum group. Maintenance, multi-purpose maintenance. Our board members that should be in our grand entry are Mike Boats, the chairman, Richard Lundeman, Region 2, Webster Tuhawk, you're okay over here. Region 3, Gabe Medesnigo, Region 4, Ken White, staff and faculty rep, Chief Leonard Crowdog, Elder Regent, Rita Means, Tribal Ed representative, and Elton Menard, student representative. You should all be in the grand entry along with our students, our graduates. Grace us with your presence. Fred, nisha hello ni praktas, timalia hiutas. in honor of the class of 2019, as we call upon our red leaf singers to bring our graduates in. And again, we'll make the big circle all around here. They come back down the middle. We make a circle to bring a little more sacredness to our event today and ensure the success of our graduate. Ayoni hakina jepo ana Wounspe Wowapi na yuha wana ayonia kotibai hibna Gleska kokya kakana o chakutra wa tikta ena kakana e hiuta wa tela This is our traditional cultural pomp and circumstance. Graduates, take courage. The road ahead is difficult. So do the best that you can as we sing this for you. Let's go away. Wounspe Wowapi Yusutapi. I see Tacanku Lakota warriors leading the way with our grand entry. The Sinte Gleska Wapaha is carried by our graduate, class of 2019, Ronnie Cut. The student staff and the university staff is carried by one of our longtime members of our faculty administration, Midas Gunhammer. Following our honor guard is the president of Sinte University and our keynote speaker and the president of Roosevelt Sioux Tribe and dignitaries, University of South Dakota, University of West Virginia, American Indian College Fund, Black Hills State University, West Virginia University are dignitaries. Our song is encouraging our graduates to do the best that you can. The people depend on you, which is our cultural way. Somebody always needs help. We must meet that need. American Indian College Fund is in the house. Oh yeah. Now, let's give them a big round of applause for our grand entry, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think of that? Put your hands together. Wow. Woo! Well, it takes me all the way back to when I graduated from kindergarten. Wow, that's a long time ago. Okay, Itrancha, let's hear from President Bordeaux, Fred, Lydia, you guys come up on the stage. And our dignitaries, all of you dignitaries, come up on the stage before we continue on with our agenda. What agenda plan? Uchiwa he taku he says he takwa ojubanaha ogna la kahinap khachae you speak banaha Makasitomania Ikpazo pelo preso. He agenda hejar. Oh ha. E apaki hetik is wa e trooper. Agenda we have as dog chia she's not a troop below it. I said, I explained to my grandmother. She asked me what an agenda was. I said, so I told her it was something that you throw in the ground, and if it happens to grow, you pick it at harvest season and you throw it away. Because sometimes the best planned events can run awry, okay? And I'm called a MC, Pat Badhad, he's an MC, and we're called Masters of Chaos. So we do the best we can. So with that, our stage guests are here. Now I'm going to call upon Charlie Spottertail. Oh, a prayer first. Fred Littlebaldigo. We're going to ask him to offer a traditional prayer. And we want you all to pray, one heart, one mind, for our graduates especially, and for our families at home. What up, Fred?
Po tongkasila Anpe tuwa wakan ake okihi uya ponka wo pila onke ni tiapi. Anpe tu kilel wi koskala ka hetel. Wounspe ihuni ke apik tonka wo pila hecha. Na Tokatakiya mani pikta cha ocha egele kilena awain cha tilakingta. Ha ius kia ho heche wotakuye o puichoza ni kilegul ha Maunipi. Hais na ko Wotakiya heche lahina sin kilena tiwahe echekche inja. Wo sila ho heche wo kie. Wo akhwala kana okihi pikte. Tukasila on kia po Anpe tu kilel ho heche Wocicunze wa. Gulu ha Maunipi. Hais na ko heche chanu pawa iglu ze Maunipi. Halena Anpe tu kilel onkichi aste pina onkichi akapo. Ho heche tu kha ho heche. Tokatakiya, usikichila uhokichila Maunipikte. Tukasila lena ho heche. Waka oyeki. Wachi unia pelo elonkichi umpo. Na tona ho heche. Ait hacha ho heche lel. Owaya wakilel Oyate. Na isna kuhu Wounspe Wowapi. Anpe tu kile chanche hawa ho heche hi. Holena oyas in heche tunkasila. Hoeche which hoza ni na wo kie ungluhapo. Hais na kumwakaiza wabalenicha tankaka. Lena ho heche tunkasila unshiwichakila na elwichaki wo. Tona Ikpazo Oyate. Ito Tokatakiya hecha unka tunkasila na ritapiki. Wichati lastikte. El wichaki wo to kesa Anpe tu wosi Tokata ake wansungla kapikte. Sito mania taku wakan oyaoneko wo pila echichelo Anpe tu kile. Ho heche tuelo mitakuye oyase.
Thank you. Thank you, Fred. At this time, we're going to have a flag song to pay tribute to the red, white, and blue that flies over this land where the bones of our ancestors are buried. I was told of a legend long ago when Sinte Gleska was proceeding to treaty proceedings with the commissioners, and the cavalry soldiers were busy in the center, and they were trying to erect a flagpole. So he asked one of his warriors, this is the legend. He asked one of his warriors, what are they doing? He said, they're putting up a pole to hang their flag, that red, white, and blue. So he said, tell them to wait, tell them to wait. And he took an arrow and he tied an eagle feather to it. And he shot it up and he stuck it on the top of that pole. He said, now they can put their flag up there. That feather is our flag of our common people. So we won these through the treaty negotiations, through the Indian Wars. And when it fell in 1876, our grandmothers picked it up and they said it'll never touch the ground again. And many of us, you can see here, we all served in armed forces, World War I clear up to present day, to preserve this flag and protect it and protect the land and the freedoms that we so freely enjoy. We call the great-great-grandson of Chief Spotted Tail, Dennis, to come up, or Charlie, to come up and, oh, Charlie, Dennis must be here. Dennis recently passed away, Charlie's dad. So Charlie Spotted Tail, sing a flag song for how. And now we'll have a veteran song. You can dance in place. Dance in place. From Red Leaf. Kichita Taoloa. Okay. You have a veteran in your family. Your father, grandfather, brother, sister, your uncle, your aunt. Bend the knee, tap a toe. This is a warrior song, a veteran song.
Yeah.
Okay, please be seated, everybody. Go ahead and have a seat, sit down. Okay, listen, Dennis, I want to listen to these arthritic knees popping as they're sitting down over there. Stay. You have no pictures of us. Shake hands with each other as you're sitting down there. Shake hands, smile. All right. At this time, we'll introduce all of our honor guards here. Tacanku Lakota Warriors, first of all. Staff number 1, Constable Bill Menard, United States Army, Vietnam. And our honor guards will be, just after we introduce them, they'll be exiting for the powwow over to Rosebud. Next to him, carrying the red, white, and blue, is Anthony Castaway, United States Marine Corps, Vietnam. Next to him is Sid Reddas, carrying the Rosebud Sioux tribal colors. He served in Iraq, United States Marine Corps. Next to him, Mike Goodshield. Mike Goodshield carrying the Tacanku Lakota Warriors colors, United States Army, Marine Corps. And the POW MI colors carried by Dennis Prue, United States Army, Airborne. Rifleman, Sergeant John Leroy, United States Marine Corps, Desert Storm, and Iraq. Rifleman, United States Marine Corps, Vietnam, Jim Herbert. Rifleman, United States Navy, United States Army, carrying a Navy flag. A veteran, United States Army at Iraq, Wenda Wright. Carrying the Army colors here, United States Army, served in Grenada, Daryl Jones. At this time, let's give our Tacanku Lakota Warriors a big round of applause here. I'm saving the last two here. See how long they can stand up here. Now carrying the Sinte University staff here, Midas Gunhammer. Midas right here, oh boy.
Put it on the one on this side here.
Carrying the student lance is Roddy Cut, one of our graduates of class of 2019. Right there. And now we introduce the Wild Horse Butte Kokalas. These are all Vietnam veterans too, carrying the red, white, and blue Merv Garneau. Carrying the POW colors is Nick Black Elk. Oh, okay. George Lamont, I'm sorry that they're all, Kililo. Rosebud tribal colors, Clifton DeSursa. And the Ogallala Lakota Warrior flag, Nick Black Elk. Alrighty, let's give them a nice round of applause. Then we go to Legion Post 125, Chauncey Eaglehorn, the commander, Gene Ironchild Jr., United States Marines, Iraq. Dion Reynolds carrying the blue and gold, Dion. And carrying the red, white, and blue is Ashushu Bearshield. All right, Atelo. Okay, Dennis, take charge of our troops here and give them another round of applause here. Left, 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 right, left. Get in step, shoo. The Marines always say, we run towards the gunfire, we run towards the gunfire. The Army boys, they always say, we always fire back when we're running out of. They said, oh, okay. These are jokes that we have. Okay, thank you, boys. You're excused. We'll see you at the powwow. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have a tradition here at Sinte University. We always remember those that have gone on to the spirit world in the past year, and we dedicate our ceremony to them. We just had a beautiful dedication over here on the road to come in here. We had a ribbon cutting ceremony, and we dedicated the road and the street in memory of some elders, some revered elders of our community, and they helped Sinte University in many ways. But today we're dedicating in memory of students, faculty, staff of Sinte University, all those Tacanku who made the spiritual journey this past year. Special remembrance of Genelle Merritt, our former business manager, the late business manager. Patti Busch, she was in registration, and Pat Boyd, who was in the president's secretary for many, many years, young lady. And then our Hocho Kawakayuha, our spiritual leader here, Roy Stone Sr. So we dedicate our activity here today to their memory. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I guess we'll go ahead and get to our speaking portion of our agenda. And we have a memorial song for those names with Rockin' K singers, Wocicunze Oloa. Okay. Our relatives of those names, please stand in honor and share your memories in your heart, your mind, as we go to Rockin' K. Rockin' K are singing in honor of their dad, Marty Makesroom, who was a song maker, song keeper, and he was a part of our staff years ago. We remember him too. So let's all stand one more time again as we do this memorial song in memory of our faculty. Genelle Merritt, Patti Busch, Pat Boyd, Roy Stone Sr. And now you are Wocicunze. The song says, when the people gather for a happy occasion, always remember me. These names said that as they departed to the next world, the spirit world, to heaven.
I see Gabe Medicine Eagle in the audience.
Yeah, he's out there. I call him up. Call him up?
Well, if Rita's not here.
Rita's here.
Yeah, they called her.
Thank you, thank you. Be seated, thank you. At this time, we're supposed to have a welcome address by the chairperson of the Board of Regents, but he's not here, so we're going to call upon Rita Means. She's a tribal ed rep to the Board of Regents. So Rita, Lakol Wowapi Yusutapi. She's going to shake hands with all of you with words,
Good afternoon, graduates, family, friends. You know, it's really an honor to be asked to come up here, even though if it was kind of on the spur of the moment. But I started as a student here, I think in 1973, you know, and I don't know, we've come a long way since those early days. You know, I look out here today, you know, and see all of you, and I'm just really filled with a real sense of pride, you know, of all the graduates that have come through St. Gleska that have helped to strengthen and keep our nation strong. So on behalf of the board and the Tribal Education Committee, the chairman of the board, Mike Bolts, you know, I would like to say that, you know, we wish you well, and, you know, if you ever need anything, if you ever need any kind of assistance or help from St. Gleska, you know, we hope you'll reach out, you know, as we'll try to reach out to you. We're kind of a big family here at St. Gleska. You know, we have people that have been here for many, many years, you know, that have kept this institution strong and thriving, and I know that you all will play your part in doing the same. I look out here and I see a lot of familiar faces, you know, that I see that come in and out of the tribal office, and, you know, one day, you know, I know that some of you will be sitting down there, and I think that you've had a good foundation here at St. Gleska to take on that leadership role when your time comes or when you choose to do so. So again, thank you for allowing me to share your special day, and we're proud of each and every one of you, and our prayers and our wishes go out to all of you. Thank you for letting me be a small part of your day. Mitakiyasi.
Thank you, Rita. Now we go with, we have a welcome here with the president of the Rosebud Sioux Tribe, President Rodney Bordeaux.
I'm very honored to be here today and to be a part of this momentous occasion. On behalf of the Rosebud Sioux Tribe, the Tribal Council and membership, I want to congratulate each of you on your great accomplishment. We are very proud of your achievement and the future advancement in whatever path you decide to choose. Many of you will continue your education, others will enter the job market, and others have improved your current situation and advanced your careers. The tribe needs more Sicangu doctors, nurses, lawyers, social workers, teachers, IT professionals, and many other professions, as well as those trained and certified in vocational trades. We need people who are going on to carry on the work when we are all gone. As the tribe continues to build our capacity to provide better services to our people, to improve our economic situation by providing jobs to our membership and others on our homelands, improving our effectiveness and relationships with the state and federal governments, expanding into international affairs, and building a more strong and stable government, the only way we can succeed is with a new and dedication to leadership. We will need your service in whatever role you choose. With your new degrees, you will be better equipped to not only provide for yourself and your families, but to the overall improvement of our well-being here on the Rosebud. For those of you who may go on to other careers beyond our homelands, we wish you the best. I ask that you do us great and be very proud of the education you received here at Sinte Gleska University. SGU has provided you with the skills necessary to be successful in whatever you do, and I wish you the best. It is now up to you to make the best of it. I want to thank Sinte Gleska University and Lionel for your vision and your dedication, and the staff who carry out that vision and mission of this great institution. You continue to make dreams come true, so keep up the good work. Again, congratulations. Pilama Apollo.
I stay. Oh boy. I'm glad it wasn't campaign season. We'd still be up here. I'm just joking, Rodney. I better be quiet because I went to renew my tribal ID card. I wasn't in the system. I've been gone since 1993, so I guess they purged me out. Then I had to get refills for my pills at the hospital. I went up there. I wasn't in the system. Oh, man. So I guess I'll just move to Sisseton and enroll up there. So when I married my wife, her mother said, we're going to get per capita some days. You better marry my daughter. So I married her daughter. No per capita. I'm still there, hanging in there. Patient man. With that, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'm going to call upon the president of our institution. He was selected by ceremony, and they gave him a life change and his direction from the Medicine Man Associates, and he's been hanging in there. So this time, I'd like a warm welcome for President Lionel Bordeaux.
Normally, I give a speech off the cuff in that I don't write it. I just wing it. But I've been developing a little shortness of breath here on occasion, so I've gone ahead and I've, rather than speak, I wrote down my remarks, and I'll try to go through them as quickly as possible. Atona lelia iuha chante washtiana pechusa pelopi takwepi. Apetruan washte chale wochunt khakacha le Wowapi Yusutapi le echunkum. I want to welcome all those in attendance in support of our SGU's 2019 47th annual graduation and our 36th annual GED graduation. All SGU honorees, including our master's, bachelor's, associate's, certificates, nursing, and GED students in the Lower Blue Tribal College and Ihungtuan Tribal College graduates are to be congratulated. Thank you, Wopila, for your choice of attending college. Only 4% of the country's population has accomplished what you have done. As SU president, I've enjoyed attending all but one of the previous 46 graduations. A little but monumental historical sharing. We had our first SU graduate in August of 1973 at the tribal Lakol Wacipi arena. We had two graduates, Jim Cawley and Eileen LaPointe, both AA degrees, and both in the spirit world, but continue to help us. In attendance were some Phelps Stokes people from New York City Their president, Franklin Williams, used to be an ambassador to Ghana and Africa, and the Assistant Attorney General of California, and a very notable veteran by the name of Admiral Elmo Bud Zumwalt Jr. I know that you Vietnam vets know Admiral Zumwalt, but he was here at our 1973 graduation. 3 years or so later, we had our first and only bachelor's degree graduate, Sherman Marshall, a cousin and a father of our GED program director, Sherman Jr. He went on to finish law school, and we hired him as a vice president to show other students what's possible with a degree from Sinte Gleska University. He's now been our chief tribal judge for many years. Also, his accomplishment secured us North Central accreditation recognition at the bachelor's degree level. He was the first tribal college, we were the first tribal college to so be recognized at the bachelor's level because of what Sherman did. A few years later, we did the same at the master's degree level with 9 students graduating. Again, allowing us to become the first tribal college in the country to be awarded a master's degree accreditation. We now need to do the same with a doctorate degree. We thought we had one going several years ago, but our accreditation association turned us down, said we didn't have the financial resources to keep one going. A good reason why we need our own accreditation model through our own tribal culture, spirituality, and law. 3 weeks ago, I met with the lady representative from the Chicago-based Higher Learning Commission. She said to write up our proposed accreditation model and send it to her. At long last, we'll do it and we will secure our own accreditation system. This will then give us ownership of who we are educationally. We have good people employed here at Sinte Gleska University who will be part of this SGU team working along with our tribal council in developing our own accreditation model. Today, as SGU president, I'm also impressed with our total number of graduates in all of our areas, but I'm particularly impressed with the fact that we have 24 bachelor degree graduates today, and we have 12 master's degree graduates. It's impressive. Ashtielo. It's impressive to know that our tribal nation and our Tacanku will be strengthened by these numbers of newly educated students. When I graduated in 1964 from Black Hills State University, we had 7 Indian graduates, no master's degrees. Historically, we thank our founders of SGU, led by Stanley Redbird Sr., Bill Menard, Isidore Whitehat, Nancy Whitehorse, amongst others, with the Webster Two Hawks Tribal Administration and the Rosebud Tribal Council for its chartering Sinte Gleska College and giving it birth to what it has done over the years. SGU has graduated many, many students over the near 50 years. We also especially thank our faculty, the staff, the board and administration for their commitment and knowledge in helping SGU to be strong and committed and a place for our people to gain an education. Also, the institution is well known throughout the world, and a future journey looms even bigger. Towards this end, we are doing a tremendous amount of planning with our staff to strengthen our institution from within to lead this journey. We will be expanding this planning to eventually get as many of our people and students involved. In short, we want to do an academic and intellectual review and analysis of our tribal-federal relations as well as with the state, county, and municipal governments and educational institutions. We need to examine our policies and their legislative authority to see what's working, what isn't, and what needs to be created, as well as developing a vision and a plan of action. We need everyone at the table. We need to develop a spiritual and moral movement across our lands in all areas affecting the quality of our lives. We will also do as Stanley did at the beginning. He utilized medicine men to help create Sinte University. Likewise, we need to utilize our medicine men today in the same fashion. Prayer and ceremony has always been our guide. Our ancestry have always been called upon to assist throughout SGU's journey. In the audience, in our stage, sit two of our more noted medicine men. In the audience sits an SGU graduate at the bachelor's and master's degree levels. Richard Movescamp, Richard told me he was going to be in attendance here. He sat in my office for a long time the other day, and he wants to be involved in the cultural aspect and strengthening what we have here at SGU. And he wants to lean heavily upon spiritual practices and develop a master's degree in this area, and he wants to volunteer to teach. We also have an individual who sits on our Board of Regents. He has no academic education. He's never been in a classroom, but because of what he's done, what he's known for, we give him an honorary cultural doctorate a few years ago. Dr. Leonard Crowdog, I know he was with us all morning. I don't know if Leonard's still with us or not, but let's give him a round of applause. Also, we have the son of the late medicine man, Roy Stone, employed at SGU. And we also have the son of the founding chairman, Stanley Redbird, and Stanley Redbird Jr., who's also worked at SGU. There are other young medicine men and many cultural leaders we can call upon to assist us in an advisory council and helping us to develop and strengthen the cultural aspect and foundation of who we are. We have people like Russell Eagle Bear, Dwayne Hollowhorn Bear, Florentine Blue Thunder, Keith Horse Looking. We utilize Rick Two Dogs quite a bit. We had Fred Little Bald Eagle, and we have many more who can give us the guidance and direction and give us the strength as we develop this vision and a plan of action for our future. But our SGU graduates from today, as well as our alumni, will be asked to be involved. You know who you are. You know who you want the future generations to be. And we will call upon your assistance and your knowledge and your vision to help develop a future plan of action. We're proud of our graduates. You see them working all over the place, and many in various educational leadership as well as governmental positions. I've had graduates tell me they are thankful SGU is here so they can attend school and graduate. They have said that their new or increased salary, their children will enjoy their first decent Christmas, as they will now be able to receive a Christmas present in the form of bicycles from Walmart. As president, I thank all of you for what you have done. Certainly much remains as we dream about creating and strengthening tribal homelands. But this dream and movement can happen wherever you're from. To you non-Sichago Rosebud students, thank you for choosing SGU to further strengthen who you are. In the meantime, we wish you the best in life's journey. Continue your schooling and help us to attract more students to Sinte University. This is a place for everyone. In closing, to those of you listening on the YouTube, locally, regionally, nationally, and globally, thank you for your prayers and your support. Give us a call as to your thoughts, as to your recommendations. They are important, especially those of you who are tribal members living elsewhere. Technology can bring you home. Should anyone know a friend who won big at a casino or lottery, keep us in mind. You don't need to be a Patrick Lennon, whose family donated over $18 million to us, and we were able to build a beautiful gymnasium and a technology. Or to the Bedford brothers and sisters who donated $7 million to us. So a lot of people out there have a tremendous amount of love and affection and support for the Sichago Oyate, for your support of this institution, and they back it up from time to time with donations in our behalf. So today, enjoy the Rosebud celebration. Enjoy the remainder of our honoring here today. Enjoy the good meal coming up, and say a prayer for our previous cook of many years, Kathy Cologne Boyd, who's in a Sioux Falls hospital, but her family is cooking. Wayne Boyd is to be congratulated for winning the tribal secretarial position, as is Steve Denoyer Jr. for winning the tribal treasurer. And remember, we are all better off than we were yesterday. Most of us for having another day of life and experience. You graduates for having received your degree or certificate or nursing. So take care. We thank you for the honor that you've brought to yourself, and certainly the honor that you brought to the Oyate and the honor that you brought to Sinte University. Love you, enjoy it. Thank you. Washtelo, Piloyapelo.
Oha, Waste. Thank you. President Lina Bordeaux. Thank you. Beautiful. Lots of good words, and all your graduates remember some of those words. And some of you are a little uncomfortable. You're sitting like this. Move your chairs over a little bit there. Push your elbows out there. Relax, relax. Okay, all right. And when you get these diplomas, don't be stopping at that pawn shop over here either. You put too much work into this. I wanted to, before we get into a real serious speech, I wanted to share something with you that's a reality. I stayed in Valentine last night, and I woke up and there was a red pickup standing right in front of the hotel. It had TRUMP stickers all over it. And on the back it says, go back to, if you can't speak English, go back to where you come from. So I went in, I found that driver, and I told him in Lakota, he was standing looking at me. Okay, he said. But, you know, that's just a reality. I just want to share that, kind of a humorous thing. So, all of you, we all go through that. We shouldn't. We shouldn't. We should all be friends with each other and continue living our lives as we're supposed to. Brotherhood, sisterhood, the world is falling apart. We need to get together on everything. In case you didn't understand what I said, if you didn't understand that, I say, because that's my best Chinese. So anyway, we've got a very, very eloquent speaker here at this time. She comes from a long ways, our neighbor to the east. She's the Dean of Indigenous and Academic Affairs of the Fond du Lac Tribal and Community College in Cloquet, Minnesota. So I'd like how all you put your hands together, give a good teacher welcome to Roxanne DeLilly, Dean of Indigenous and Academic Affairs. All right?
I'm going to ask in a good and kind way that those who are recording that you pause for a moment. And then I'm going to also let you know that you don't need to stand for this song, hey. Instead, what it is it's a statement to the Spirit. So if those who are recording, if you would pause that for just a moment. Bushquad mukwe in the go. Wabjeshi in do dem. Mushkazibin in donjaba, Nagachu and Onga beg, Kandasa wigamig and Danoki. Nising nimadel. Nakomasug, Nimashomasug, Shoenimashim. Migwich in the kid nungum. Migwich money do. Migwich nakanasidog. Migwich. So I recognize you first in my statement, Bonjour. Bonjour, in our way of understanding as an Ojibwe Anishinaabe person, in my way of understanding, there's a great one who walked amongst us at one time, and we called him Wanabojo. Wanabojo became shortened, hey? When he left us, he said, there will be a time when you need me, and if you look, I will be there. And so whenever we greet others now, whenever we greet another spirit being, we greet them, Bonjour, because it could be, you could be Wanabojo. Okay? And I acknowledge you in this way, because I recognize you are a spirit being, and it could be, you could be Wanabojo. And I would never want to forget that that's who you were, as a spirit being. Hey? I also call you an Ndinawe Mahogany dog. Okay? And in that way, I not only recognize you as spirit beings, I recognize you as relatives. Because I know that in that very beginning time, all the way back to the very beginning, when that first human being was created, it's from those first ones that we all stem. And so it's only logical if you think about it, hey? We must be related somehow, all the way back to that very beginning. Okay? And so I greet you this way, I greet you as my relative. I tell you my name, Bushquad Mukwe, because this is how we're supposed to announce ourselves when we step onto any other ground, especially when we are in a homeland of another people. And so I announced to the spirit, that was my opening statement, hey, in my song. I announced to the spirits in all of those directions. I let them know who it is that walks here. Bushquad Mukwe, I give you my name. And I let it be known that when asked, the song says, who walks that sacred road? Who walks on that sacred path? And I let it be known that a person of faith walks this way. I'm a member of the Martin clan. I also tell you where I'm from and where I work. I'm the Dean of Indigenous and Academic Affairs at Fond du Lac Tribal and Community College. I'm an independent consultant, and I'm a national representative for the World Indigenous Nations Higher Education Consortium, More important, I tell you that I'm a practitioner of my people's traditional way of being, and I offer my thanksgiving for being invited to your homeland. Thank you for your generous hospitality. Thank you, Uncle. I was asked to come and offer some words to you, and although initially I was really honored by Dr. Bordeaux's invitation, but then once I got home, and especially as it got closer to the day when I knew that I would be standing here, you know, I really started to wonder, what do I have to say to you on such an important day? And I say that to you because I see myself in a certain way. I am nobody, huh? Who am I to stand here and talk to you? Who am I to tell you anything, really? I'm just a little old lady from Ashland, Wisconsin, a small reservation just outside of Ashland, eh? In fact, I'm a swamp girl. So out here in the plains, this is a little bizarre for me. And yet, I went to school at Flandreau, and so there is a feeling of home here as well. Okay? As I drove in this morning, that was one of the things that really struck me, all the hills and how comforting it feels to be here. So I thank all the Spirit for bringing me here. Okay? I'm very grateful to be here today. But you know, I really am nobody, and I need you to understand that. Even though I practice a traditional way and I'm recognized as being third-degree Medewan among my people, and I'm recognized in many circles I walk in, I am nobody, know this. Okay? My mother was a sunrise to sunset worker. That's my claim. Okay? These are one of the things that I can claim. My mom was a hard worker. So too was my father. My father was a laborer and a construction worker. This is the stock I come from. I know hard work. So what would I have to say that might be meaningful to you on this important day? And as is our custom, I had to pray about it. And so as I prayed about what I'd say, I began to realize that the only meaningful thing I have to share with you is to share with you this life. It's really all I can claim to know anything about, because more or less, as I get older, I start to realize something really very strange. You know, the older you get, the less you seem to know. And so I'll share with you just a little bit of a story of a life being lived that one day I'll give back to my Creator, and a song being sung that one day I'll pass on to my children and to my grandchildren. And that's only a snippet, but I'll share with you a couple little pieces. Although I'm educated and I carry the titles and pieces of paper that say that I'm accomplished, really, it's my faith in the value of my people and my continued desire to contribute to the health and well-being of them that distinguishes me. I do my best to walk in my purpose and live in a way that will not embarrass or shame my grandmothers. The education I received gave me the titles and tools that I would need to better serve my people, but my people's values are really what guide the way I use that education. And so this is what I'd like to share with you, and in here somewhere, I hope you'll hear something that will resonate with your own values. Now, we might be historical enemies, but I have to tell you, we share a couple of common values, one of which is that of courage. Do you know how much courage it takes for a little old Ojibwe woman to stand here among all these Lakota people? So you must have learned that from us, huh? I've been blessed to walk this earth for over 63 winters, and as a result, I'm beginning to see a little bit of the big picture more clearly as I look back, huh? When I think about looking back and seeing more clearly, I've come to think, well, life is like being given a puzzle with no picture on how to put it together. Are you a puzzle person? Do you do puzzles? Jigsaw puzzles? Okay. This was cheap entertainment in my family. There would be immense puzzles that my mom would bring home from either the Salvation Army or whatever other free store she would go to. And she would bring these immense puzzles, thousands of pieces, and she would pour them onto a table. And that would begin our work, okay? We would begin then working that puzzle. All of us, from youngest to oldest, anyone who came in the door, aunties and uncles, cousins and relatives, piece by piece, we would seek out how to put that puzzle together. Now, some of the puzzles were actually kind of quick to complete. Some sat on a table for months. My mom really liked working puzzles. Okay? I liked when my aunties would come over and my mom and my aunties would be sitting at the table looking for pieces and they'd be laughing and joking. Geez, I'd like hanging around because that's where all the best conversation occurred. Eh? You learned all the dirt about who was doing who to what. Okay? Some days we stayed at it for others. Other days we gave the puzzle very little attention. When visitors would come, they too contributed to the puzzle. Now, I had no idea at the time that those puzzles would provide a metaphor for the way I view life. All I knew at the time was that everyday pieces were added, contributing to the completed picture. Sometimes as I stood there working the puzzle, I could easily see what went with what. Other times, not so much. In fact, some pieces looked like they didn't belong in this puzzle at all. Yet later on, I would see that this was in fact a critical piece that brought all of it together. Other times, it was as if the Spirit guided my eyes to the very place where I would find the exact piece that was needed. Now, you know, this is true of my life, too. Piece by piece, choice by choice, decision by decision. Sometimes I intentionally sought to put pieces in place, like my education. Other times, I know that the Spirit guided me to the very place where I found the necessary piece. Such is how I became a teacher. I did not plan this, eh? It was not my decision to teach. I wanted to go to school, leave school, and make money. But that's not where the Spirit led me. And I remember the day that Jack Briggs came to me, because he happened to be my husband's cousin. He was the president of Fond du Lac Tribal and Community College. And he said, "Hey, what are you doing?" I said, "Well, actually, I'm looking for a job." He said, "I got just the job for you." I said, "Really? Come teach for me." Psh, Jack, I don't know nothing about teaching. He said, "No, you'd be really good at it. Come teach for me. Your degree is in communication studies. We need someone with your skill." Oh, what do you say that for? Hey, because I've been taught when you're told, we need someone with your skill, that you're supposed to help. So, okay, I did. And I guess you could say the rest is history. Okay? 25 years I've been at Fond du Lac Tribal and Community College. 3 years ago, I took the position as dean because I was told, we need your skills. And just like working the puzzle, always, in the end, I saw how piece by piece the picture came together. So how do you know when many pieces look like they might fit that you've placed the right piece in the puzzle? You don't. And it won't be until sometimes much later that you'll see that, in fact, it fit exactly like it was meant to, even if it's wonky. But know this, the Spirit makes no mistakes. In fact, those things we call failures or mistakes are the Spirit's redirection to yet another opportunity. Now, according to the Greek playwright Sophocles, it's not until evening that you may know how good the day has been. And it's not until you get to be my age that you begin to see just how good your life has been. This morning, as I offered my prayer, I stood there And I told Deborah this, and I haven't had a chance to tell Uncle Lionel yet. But I put my tobacco out, and I was standing there in prayer, and the most gigantic eagle that I've seen in a very long time flew right over me. And I stood there thinking, wow. In my life, I have been blessed to walk with giants. I have walked with giants. You walk among giants. You walk with legends. And we call them uncle, and we call them auntie, hey? But in our lives, we are blessed, and sometimes we don't even know how blessed we are until we look back and we see. Okay? Pay attention to those that you walk among, eh? You walk with giants. According to my tradition, when we leave this earth, we're actually granted a moment when we stand in the doorway between this world and the next, and we get to look back. And in that looking back, we get to see the full picture. We see it all. All the pieces are together, and you see connection by connection, all of the impact, all of the influence, all of the pieces in the way they have come together, just for a moment. Okay? Just for a moment. And until then, it's faith that we practice, huh? We cultivate a knowing from all the little pieces that the Spirit has left for us to find. Know this, you will be the movers and the shakers of this era. History is being created now, and you are the evidence of it. Piece by piece, you have become the thinkers, the innovators, and the speakers of truth. The people's history is not part of the past. It's here, in this room, right here. It's in you. So know that you are creating history for your grandchildren. And I tell you this because I didn't know that I was creating my children and my grandchildren's history. And yet, this has been my greatest accomplishment. So claim all your memories and experiences, especially those that were hard, because these were the Spirit's gifts left for you. Remember the discomfort you felt as you pushed yourself further than you thought you could go, doing more than you thought you could. Remember the sacrifice of long hours and of stretching your thoughts. Remember the satisfaction in the completion of doing something you didn't think you could do. This is the evidence that was left behind to let you know that you are loved by the Spirit. Because piece by piece, it built a courageous heart. Now, you may not remember the algebraic equation a year from now, but your courageous heart will stay with you forever. So remember all of that which underlied your academics. It's here where true wisdom exists, in the teachings underneath. The importance of prayer, perseverance, and self-determination. The contribution that so many others have made to your success. This isn't the end. It's only the beginning. And this is the puzzle that's been dumped on the table before you, and it's going to be daunting at best. This is one puzzle that's got pieces of old puzzles combined and mixed with new, never been placed before pieces. There is no border to this puzzle. There are blurs of color that make it hard to see where one stops and one starts. Some pieces are missing, and you'll need to create and innovate to make it come together. This is life, and it will be filled with choices and decisions. So this is not the end, it is the beginning. The outcomes of it, when you stand in that doorway and you look back, will be your legacy. You were placed here in this time and in this place to do this work, to fulfill the highest expression of yourself as a human being. So, work hard when no one's looking. Show up. Speak up. Stand up. Seek to be your best self, knowing that you can always be more and do more. This life is long. Make no mistake, it is long. Fill it. Fill it with happiness. Fill it with joy. Fill it with challenge. Find your passion, seek your purpose, and above all, have fun. So if you've been waiting for a sign, I always think about that, hey, in my fast. I'm sitting there in my little lodge in my fast, and oh, there was this chipmunk. Jeez, he was awful. He'd go, just as I'm trying to fall asleep. Pretty soon I started throwing pine cones at him, hey, because, oh, he was bugging me. So I start lobbing pine cones at him. Go on, get out of here. You're ruining my fast day. I'm waiting for a vision. Waiting for some animal to walk up to me and talk to me. Yeah? If you've been waiting for a sign, just like the chipmunk, this is it. If you're waiting for your life to begin, it has. So I'm going to tell you, live a life that will make your grandchildren proud, eh? That's been one of my greatest goals. I want to die in the same way that my grandmother did. When my grandma died, all of her children sat around and talked about, you know, my mother was a good woman. My highest aspiration, eh? I want to be a good woman. So make your grandchildren proud. And I'm going to tell you to send it ahead, eh? We have a tradition that tells us that all these years, they have sat and they have smoked their pipes praying ahead for us. And that smoke was sent ahead. And when that smoke was sent ahead, we get the evidence of it now. Because you'll be sitting there, huh? And someone's got smudge going on in the room, and darn, that smoke just keeps coming at you, doesn't it? And you move, and the smoke comes at you again. And you move, and there it is. It's all over you. Even when you think you smell good, too late, you smell like smoke. It's a reminder that your ancestors sent that ahead for you. They sent ahead all of their prayers for you. They sent their love for you, and they sent the trust that you will carry your people ahead. So once again, I'm going to ask them not to record this, because this is for you personally. And it tells you, send it ahead like smoke. The story of your people, send it ahead. Nigan! Inviting me. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of what is an extremely important day for you. And I will tell you again, this is not the end. Commencement is only but the beginning as we now send you out into your community. This is why we exist. This is why Sinte Gleska is here. It's here to send you back. You come here for only a short time, for only a minute. Are we allowed? Only a minute are we allowed to provide words for you, because now it's your turn. You go back. You give to your community. You sing your song and share it with others. Meet you. Miigwech.
Miigwech. Thank you, Roxanne. Beautiful.
Hey, they snuck up on me.
Going to gift you with a beautiful star quilt, satin star quilt, to keep you warm on those cold Minnesota nights. All right. Beautiful. Thank you. Let's give her another round of applause. That was a very eloquent speech, sir. A lot of direction for the people. And now we get to awarding the academic diplomas. Are we happy? Okay. Let's get ready. Once again, I want to remind you, when you get your diploma, you come across here, you come up on this side, and come across, receiving line here. I want to shake hands, congratulate you, and you may pause on the pipestone slab down there, as I said before. And when we finish with the tying on of feathers and plumes, when we go to the meal in the commons area, there's a green screen set up there if you want to take some pictures there, and Roger's going to take some pictures for Sinte Gleska University, okay? So when we get there, stop there and pose at your discretion, okay? It's up to you. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to call on our dignitaries here. Mike Bowes or Rita of the Board of Regents, President Bordeaux, Phil Baird, the Provost, Cheryl Madurius, Vice President of Academic Affairs, and Jewel Bigcrow, our Sinte Gleska University royalty, to award and hand out the diplomas, okay? All you camera seekers, just stand in line. You'll see the list on the program, so go by that list. We're going to go with our Masters of Education first. So, all master's degrees. All right, Masters of Education, Curriculum and Instruction. The first one is Nicole Bien. All right, Nicole. Nicole comes from the Sinte, Oyate, and she's doing this online. That's an availability too. So our coursework here at Sinte Gleska University. So congratulations, Nicole. We have among in our receiving line is Towie Marie Randolph. She's 99 years young and she's still here. All right, so he wants to congratulate too. Our next graduate is Brian Brown, Educational Administration. Brian. And some of our graduates are wearing a lanyard that has American Indian College Fund on it. So these students benefited from American Indian College Fund. That's the scholarship program that's available, so keep that in mind, all potential students in the future. Use American Indian College Fund. Wow, right there. Jeez, all right. And our next Masters of Education recipient is Andrew Condon Jr., Educational Administration. And he's a Marine. What's a Marine? Always a Marine. All right. And our next Masters of Education is Curriculum and Instruction is Elfrida Cartier. Katir. Oh, you got a fan club out there. All right. And our next recipient of a master's degree in curriculum and instruction, history and cultural selected concentration is Lisa Hazing. I hope I said it correctly. Yeah. And again, Masters of Education, Educational Administration is Melissa Ironcloud. Let them pause on that pipestone slab there. Our next recipient of a master's degree in curriculum and instruction is Michael Scareshawk. Woo, this is outstanding. See, Gleska University, our commencement exercises are really special. We keep a lot of our tradition into it and spirituality. Our next Masters of Education in Curriculum and Instruction is Kelsey Stadler. Kelsey Stadler. Our next graduate is Educational Administration Master's degree is Stacy Valandra. Now we move into Masters of Arts and Human Services. Enhanced Professional Master's degree, Sunrise Black Bull. All right. And Masters of Arts, Human Services, Enhanced Professional, Robin Fernandez. This is very special for all of our graduates. You see these smiles, that's the biggest smile they had in a long time. Our next recipient of Masters of Arts and Human Services, Enhanced Professional, Victoria Moran. And remember, when we have finished the honoring, we go towards the commons area. There's a green screen set up so you can take pictures there with Roger and others. In TV, the weatherman uses the green screen and they superimpose your map over it. So now we go to Bachelor of Arts in Art Institute in the Fine Arts Division, Charles Hermity Horses. Ladies and gentlemen, you ever get a chance to view his art? He's a very unusual artist and his work is even more unusual, but it's really, really extra special art. Congratulations, Charles. Now we go to Bachelor degree in Business Management and Accounting, Leandra Blacksmith. Our next recipient of a bachelor's degree in business management accounting is Derek Longcrow. Derek. Wow. Somebody said, "You did it." All right. Business Management and Legal Studies, Samantha Plank. Samantha. Oh boy. A bachelor's degree in Business Management and Accounting is Bernadine Salmon. Bachelor's degree, Business Management, Legal Studies, Kristen Tedalk. We're all so proud of our graduates here. Thank you. Bachelor's degree in Business Management and Accounting, Sean Whitehawk. Sean. Okay, you are. Woo! All you potential employers, be ready out there. We got a lot of graduates going to hit the ground running. Bachelor's degree from affiliated college, community college, business management, Ihang Tuan Community College is Courtney Sully. Courtney Sully. There we go, all right. Proud graduate. They crossed the river. And we got bachelor's degree in human services, criminal justice is Tavis Burden Ground. Tavis. Woo, big fan club. Bachelor's degree, Human Services. The chemical dependency field is Victoria Burnett. Nope. Bachelor's degree, Human Services in Mental Health is Lucy Firecloud. Some of our graduates are working already, so. Bachelor's degree in Criminal Justice, Donovan Kills Plenty. Stay low. Stay low. Bachelor's degree, Human Services, Chemical Dependency, the Cheyenne Marshall. Bachelor's degree, Human Services in Integrated Track is Tashiana Running. Bachelor's degree, Human Services in Mental Health, Brittany Gordon. Bachelor's degree in Human Services with our affiliated college, Ihang Tuan Community Colleges, in mental health field is Francesca Arrow. After we showed up, boy, that's nice. All these beautiful, handsome graduates. That's good. So you can see the pride in their smiles. Congratulations. All right, Bachelor of Science, Arts and Science, Liberal Arts, English Literature, Marian Morales. Been waiting a long time to take this walk here. All right, Jura there, Jura. Hey, La Tida. You earned it, Mary.
Party in Rosebud at the dance.
She must have took some English courses too, or speech courses. Now I lost my place. Oh, here we go. Bachelor of Science in Computer Sciences is Pauline Jackson.
Have y'all scoot down to the black.
She's a photographer here too. So let's give her a big round of applause. She's filming everything for the whole weekend here. Yes. All right, then we go to Bachelor of Science in Computer Sciences, Eric Watts. Eric Watts. And remember that you can pose in front of that green screen and we'll take another picture of you. Bachelor of Science in Computer Sciences, Abraham Whipple. Abraham. Oh, geez, even speaking Lakota here, that's good. Then we go to Bachelor of Science, Liberal Arts and History, Kenneth White. Kenneth. Woo! All right, then we go to education. Bachelor's degree, K Elementary Education, Early Childhood Education, concentration is Skylar Duffy Best. Okay, school started there already, so. Bachelor of Education, K through 8 Elementary Education, K through 12 Special Education, Carla Felton. Bachelor's degree in Education, K through 8 Elementary Ed, Lakota Studies, selected concentration, Tina Lamont. Bachelor's degree, K through 8 Elementary Education, Lakota Studies, selected concentration, Scott Thompson. Then we go to associate degrees, AA degrees. Associates of Arts and Sciences. Arts and Sciences, the first recipient is Ronnie Cutt. Ronnie. He's always busy on a power trail. I don't know where he found the time to do his homework. But you did it, Ronnie. Wastela. Associate of Arts, Arts and Sciences is Jessica Stan. Jessica. right. Associate of Arts, Arts and Sciences is Tristan Tuigo. Tristan Tuigo.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Associate of Arts, Arts and Sciences from Ihankpa Community College in Arts and Sciences, Glenn Stabler. Glenn Stabler. Associate of Arts and Sciences, Laura Brew Community College, Skyla LaRush. Skyla. Then we go into Associates in Business Management. First recipient is Sarah Hart. Sarah Hart. Next recipient is Business Management, Stephen Lapointe. Stephen Lapointe. You know, I have grandsons that are basketball fanatics, and you know, Stephen Curry, I call him Stephen Curry, so my grandsons got mad at me. They locked the door on me, wouldn't let me in. They said, Stephen, they said, okay. Associate degree in Business Management, Desiree Morrison. Associate degree Business Management is Shane Schmitz. Shane Schmitz. Yay! Associate degree Business Management, Ihankpa Community College is Francis Hare is the first one, first recipient. Francis Hare. And Associate degree Business Management, Ihankpa is Agnes Nelson. Agnes Nelson. That's across the river, so. Associates in Business Management, Ihankpa Community College, Sarah Zephyr. Sarah. Okay. Then we go to Associates in Education, Elementary Education, Caitlin Accord. Caitlin. How much you paying these people to scream for you? Associate Education, Early Childhood Education, Marie Bearshield. Marie. Yay! Associate in Early Childhood Education is Irene Eastman. Irene. Big smile, big smile. Bachelor's degree. Associates in Education, Elementary Education, Shawnee Gunhammer. Associates in Education, Elementary Education, Thatewi Hawkins. Thatewi. We're going to have a big honor celebration in Ideal. Okay. All right, then Associates in Education, Early Childhood Education, Johnsina Porbear. Don't worry about Ray. He's still in Minneapolis. Our world traveler. Associates Education, Early Childhood Education, Marley Poor Thunder. Associates in Education.
Congratulations.
Early Childhood Education, Danielle Schott. Danielle. Yay. Associate, Elementary Education, Blake White. Blake. And through our affiliation with the Lord Brew Community College, Associates in Elementary Education go to Bonnie Coaster. Bonnie Coaster. Bonnie, are you here? If not, we'll go to Associates in Early Childhood Education, Taylor LaRush. Taylor. Okay, we go to Associates in Human Services, Shannon Arellano. Arellano. Shannon. Associates in Human Services, Palisa Fastors. Palisa Fastors. Associates in Human Services, Mariah Jones. Associates in Human Services, Sapphire Leader Charge. Associates in Human Services, Teresa Leader Charge. Yay! Associates in Human Services, Dean Oliver. Dean Oliver. Or is it Deanne? Deanne, okay, all right. Oh, I made one mistake already. Okay, Associates in Human Services, Noella Redhawk. Noella! Lee. Associates in Human Services, Lord Brew Community College, Amanda Charger, Human Services. No, Amanda. Then Associates in Human Services, Samuel Charger from Lord Brew Community College. Also, Lord Brew Community College, Lauren LaRush in Human Services. Lauren. Associates in Human Services, Yahuntwa Community College, Human Services, Joy Kirkpatrick. Joy Kirkpatrick. Very good. Very nice of you to come. Associate Human Services, Yahuntwa is Rio Rouse. Rio. Are you here? No. Associate Yahuntwa, Cassandra Traversy. check out his shirt. It says, "I am acting my age." Associate Human Services, Yahantwa, Katie Waterman. Katie Waterman. And now we're going to go into Associate of Applied Sciences, Licensed Practical Nursing. The first one is Reginald Ashes Jr. Oh, here we go. All right. Is there a doctor in the house? Stella, resident. Associate of Applied Sciences, Licensed Practical Nursing, Amber Heath. Amber. Associate of Applied Science, Licensed Practical Nursing, Bria Heath. Bria. Woo. Associate of Applied Sciences, Licensed Practical Nursing. Forgive me if I mispronounce his name, but I'm going to say Kaya Sharkey, all right? I got it. I got it. Okay, thank you. Now we go into certificates here, I believe, in Institute of Technologies, Building Trades, 1-year certificate, Electrical Apprenticeship, 1-year certificate, goes to Matt Broncoville. Matt Broncoville. Matt, you will. Woohoo! And Institute of Technology, Administrative Assistant, 1-year certificate, Office Technology, Michelle, Dog Eyes, Woo! Institute of Technology, Building Trades, 1-year certificate, Simone Crow give voice. Simone. I'm really intimidated. All I got is a high school degree. Oyate, Administrative Assistant certificate, it goes to Kateri Duville. Kateri. Woo, there's a fan club out there someplace. You boys behaving now. All right, 1-year certificate, Office Technology, Cecilia Edwards. Cecilia. Cecilia, you're breaking my heart. I just remember that song. Okay. 1-year certificate, building trades, Utah, no neck. Utah, you. Woo! Institute of Technologies, 1-year certificate, building trades. Goes to Trevor Wooden Knife. Trevor Hugo. Nope. Okay, 1-year certificate, Office Technology, Dawn Wan. Dawn Wan. Very good. Outstanding, outstanding. A lot of these graduates are wearing these lanyards that has American Indian College Fund on it, so I appreciate that very much. It's a resource that we all need to take advantage of for our kids to get a college education. So ladies and gentlemen, that's all of our master's degree, bachelor's degrees, and associate degrees and certificates. Let's give them all a big round of applause here. And then we'll go into the next phase of our diplomas here for general equivalency diplomas here. And Jim Marshall is taking care of that. But I remember graduates, you could pose in front of that green screen over there, take your picture, really good pictures too. So do that. Jim Marshall is the director of the GED program, so we'll call some names up here and we'll be awarding some diplomas. Some of our graduates are not here, but we like to call their names in honor of the work that they did to show the effort they put in. So, all right, first one is Desiree Bennett. Desiree Bennett. Give them a round of applause. If they're not here, they're probably home watching on YouTube, so they'll hear you clapping your hands. Andrea Choi. Andrea Choi. Christian Falcon. Kristen Falcon. Namakia Farias. Tanisha Fastdog. Cassie Herman. Wacy, his holy horse. Joshua Iron. Joshua, all right, there he is. Put in the work, come up here and get your diploma here. Maya Ironheart. Alvin Jimerson. Carlos Monteros Jr. Monique Moran. Matthew One Star. Mary Peabody. Yes, Mary. Tacanku, our GED program has been going for many, many years, and it's installed and being administered here because for whatever reason, a lot of our students, they decide not to finish high school. So this is an opportunity for them to get a degree that they can continue on to go to a certificate, AA degree, bachelor's degree. We've got a lot of GED graduates that have master's degrees. They worked their way through. So keep that in mind. Francis Schmidt. Francis Schmidt. Lindy Sittingbearer. Rebecca Smith. Laverne Stewart. Lindsay Totten. Okay, those are all the GED graduates today, so well, let's give them all one more big round of applause here as we... I'm going to ask all the rest of you graduates to stand up and face the audience. We'll give you a big round of applause. All of you stand up, all you graduates, master's degree, bachelor's degree, AA degree. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2019. Woo-hoo! Brian Brown threw his bow tie in the air there. All right, be seated, relax. We got just a little bit left of the program, so thank you, thank you. Now we're going to a special part of our agenda here, awarding of honorary degrees. And Itansha Lainea, I'm going to turn the microphone over to him because the criteria is very stringent in recognizing our elders and their contributions to our society as Lakota people. So, Lainea, honorary degrees and Do I just say the name? Okay. Lionel just reminded me, he said, they set up a mic stand for you, why don't you use it? He said, okay. Just kidding. But I said several years back, we started doing something to recognize the elders in our community and their contributions to us in our villages, our clans, our communities. And they do all this without expecting anything in return. So we do this as a reward of their years of experience and education, and that they share with the people. And we all know these names. These names are everyday words that we hear in our society. And the first one is a young warrior. I call him a warrior because after he started a family and everything, he decided he needed to go and protect this land where his family was going to grow up. He's a veteran of the United States Army, Mr. Russell Eaglebear. Russell, the tribal councilman, he's an activist. He even spent a couple nights in a dog cage in Bismarck over the water rights there. Honorary degree from Sinte Gleska University. You are honorary doctorate degree. Oh. Okay, Maxine, you have to sing while they're tying that feather on. One song that Maxine used to always sing was, away in a manger, no crib for a bed. That's it. Russell Eaglebear, honorary doctorate degrees at the Douglas University. Oh, takuli hiktai, Russell.
Hoyekiyapi, Tokatakiya, Yuha, Sinte, Anpe, Yusutapi, Naya, Oya, Wakatia, While, Wounspe Wowapi Yusutapi, Henalila Woita, Hetrayalo. I just want to congratulate the graduates today. It's quite an honor when you graduate and continue your schooling. I'm really humbled and really honored today by being recognized with an honorary degree. They say that you can still teach old dogs new tricks, so maybe I will pursue a real doctorate degree. Thank you very much. Wopila Tacanku, Chichiapelo.
Russell Eaglebear. And our next honorary recipient of an honorary doctorate degree is the well-noted instructor. He's a former faculty at Sinte Gleska back in the college days, and he advanced to working at the University of South Dakota. He's an author of a book called Broken Ground and Flowing Waters, a kind of a philosophy or prophecy of what's going on with our water here. Juris Doctorate, Frank Parmesan. Okay. He's really well known in Vermilion too. Though I talk to any of those students over there at USD, I announce their powwow over there every year. I mentioned Frank. He said, "Oh yeah, we know him. He's here. He's still here." Oh, Frank is still very famous. Here on the Rosebud too. Here on the Rosebud. Back in the day, he was a very big fan of the Rolling Stones, the rock and roll band. All right. and he could throw at. He was very good at that. I know there's one another song he used to. Don't be telling on me, he said. This lady is my aunt through a hookah ceremony when I was only about 15 years old. Her sister took me as a son, and ever since then I called her Tui, and she called me Oshka. And very respectful in a Lakota way. They had a big ceremony, and she's a lady, a woman warrior, She has been known to do some very courageous things. When the governor of South Dakota had a mural on his wall in the Capitol building that showed the Indians being plowed under the ground, she went up there and demanded that that be removed. And her demand was met, and they placed a big covering artwork over it so nobody could see it again. And here, just about 5 years ago, she was standing in the middle of the highway down here, Wanbli, stopping those big mega trucks that were coming through with the big, huge pumps and pipes. She stood there and she stopped them trucks and made them turn around. And of course, she had to spend a few days in jail. She's only 99 years young, 99. He's a warrior.
Hoyekiyapi, Yusutapi, you can lay up a tukiha, Wakaya, Oyate, Lena, Waka, Eapi, Ehani, Wakaya Jahe, Yinkte, Na, Wana Oiha Kekti Waka, Eapi. Today, I'm receiving whatever they offer me for Thanksgiving. I'm doing it, accepting and the recognition of all the things that is happening today for all the Wakaka of the Lakota Nation. With that, I'd like to thank each and every one of you present here to always remember you come from a Wakaka. They're beautiful people at one time. And this was a shawl that my grandma left us to put over our shoulder to carry our burdens of being Lakota. In my language today, I speak Ioha, Chantewashtea, Napechiuza Pina, Wohieyakaha Pikilena, Wopila. Continue with the eagle feathers, the plumes that you receive. Let it fly. Let it fly for the generation that is walking behind you. We want, as Lakota people, to honor the eagle that flies the highest and whistles us to get the right path for our Lakota children. So Pilamayape, Lakota Oyate Emachiapi. Now I lived it for 99 years, and with that, Wopilatranka, Leapetuki Echana Pena, Lino University Kilel, Wanie to Ota, Wounspe, education. Education in Lakota means you have to educate yourself in order of the people near you're walking with, not not just reading a piece of paper or a book, but education is relationship to knowing and understanding the worldview of life for your Lakota people. So Wopila Tanka Hecha Lea Petuki Mitakia Oyase.
And we're going to be presenting her with a beautiful star quilt, satin star quilt, that has her Lakota spirit name is engraved, embroidered on there. Oyate, we. 99 years young. Let's give her another round of applause. All right. And that blanket, that shawl she's carrying, that's from her grandmother. And she carries that as a security. Every place she goes, and she has a lot of safe journeys. But she actually did spend some time in jail too, over that big rig that she stopped on the highway. And they turned it around. Then we're going to go to our next item here. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'd like to introduce a special guest. He's been seated up here very patiently, watching everything we do. I really thought it was significant that he didn't look at his cell phone once. That's all right. That's good. I'd like to have you all welcome Dr. Chris Gilmer. He's president of the West Virginia University out of Parkersburg, West Virginia. He's the founder of the National Institutes for Historically Underserved Students. Oh, okay, hang on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. We have one more. I'm sorry. All right, geez. One more recipient of an honorary doctorate degree. She's an author. She's a language. She keeps our language going on the net, always advising people about our words, the explanations. And she's a member of a very, very exclusive family. She honored her brothers here several years back because they were all Vietnam combat veterans, and she had an honoring for them. That morning at the powwow, I seen a whirlwind come from the south, and it went across the powwow arena. A little while later, another one came across. And a little while later, another one came across. And here Lydia came, and she said she was going to honor her brothers who were Vietnam combat veterans. They were medics in Vietnam, combat wounded, and they're all gone now. Lydia's here, and we'd like to honor her with the honorary doctorate degree from Sinte University. Lydia, okay. Beautiful. She is also a former member of the Sinte Board of Regents. She has a master's degree, and now you got an honorary doctorate degree to it. I believe she took off the reservation and went to was that Penn State? Penn State? And got your master's degree. All right. You got some very proud children standing here taking your picture there, so. Okay, all right, let's give her a round of applause. All right. Oh, congratulations. And now we go with Dr. Chris Gilmer.
Good afternoon. It's with really great humility that I greet you on behalf of West Virginia University at Parkersburg, the National Institutes for Historically Underserved Students, but more than that, I greet you today in the name of my family, my own ancestors, including my great-grandmother, Oni Mae Hannah, in whose honor I'm here today, who was of the Choctaw tribe of Mississippi, where I come from. The National Institutes is a group of college presidents and administrators and civil rights leaders from all across the country. We looked far and we looked wide, and we chose President Bordeaux and Vice President Bordeaux as the inaugural winners of our Generations Award. This is an award that we present each year. This is the first year in honor of a family that has 2 generations advocating for the civil rights of their people. So I'm greatly honored to come from WVU Parkersburg today to present this award to President Bordeaux and Vice President Bordeaux.
Ooh. Cameras to take pictures here. All right. Thank you, Dr. Gilmer. Dr. Gilmer, I think I'd like to add on a note here, if you would please. Thank you for the gift for President Bordeaux. President Bordeaux was recently recognized in the National Hall of Fame just less than a year ago. And they started the Hall of Fame and they come up with about 300 nominees, which was pared down to about 30 nominees. Very good company. Billy Mills, Maria Tallchief, Lionel Bordeaux, and many others throughout the country, United States. And for the final cut, Dr. Bordeaux was in the final cut. He got inducted into the National Native American Hall of Fame. And recently also enjoyed the naming of a building at Black Hills State University. So we're going to add this award on there. So several. So we thank you for your recognition too. So thank you, Dr. Gilmer. That's it. Okay. He come all the way from West Virginia. No coal mines here, Dr. Gilmer. Now we have our dignitaries. We'd like to share a few words for all of our graduates here. The first is the president of South Dakota State University in Brookings. He's a member of the Oyate, Dr. Barry Dunn. Let's give him a nice welcome here. Right there.
Good afternoon, everyone, and on behalf of the students and the faculty and staff at South Dakota State University, we want to extend our congratulations to the graduates, and also congratulations to President Bordeaux and this great university that I'm so proud to honor today with a gift from our university to yours. So, Dr. Bordeaux.
Oh, all right, thank you. All right, thank you. And one of our faculty, administrative alumni here, Executive Director, American Indian College Fund, is Dr. Cheryl Crazyballs.
Omedakyapi chante washte nape chayusapi. I'm really happy to get to be here, graduates, to congratulate all of you. I especially want to congratulate my granddaughter, Shanae. We're really proud of her for getting her associate degree and looking forward to her becoming a teacher in a couple of years. I wanted to take a minute here to offer a couple of words of advice, not just to the graduates, but to everybody here. This is a very important time in the world. We have a lot going on with climate change, with the political disruption that's occurring, with the different kinds of issues that we as Indigenous peoples face with our land and our health, the wellness of our families, our need for housing, our need for transportation, our need for more investment in education. It's very, very important that everybody register to vote and vote. It's very important to do that. We have a powerful voice, and we can in fact decide the outcome of elections in many places, including the state of South Dakota. So your vote is really critical. You might not think that decisions that are made in Washington, D.C. affect you, or decisions that are made in Pierre affect you, but they do, because they're using our taxpayer money in order to invest in different kinds of things which could be affecting your family personally. Things like home energy assistance, or food stamps, or health care for children. So voting really matters. And then my other piece of advice is, you know, we really, it isn't that I'm just hopeful. I really believe honestly that you make all the difference in the world and the wellness of our communities. We see what's going on. We see all the challenges that we face in our communities. And it's very important for you to take good care of yourself. Take good care of yourself and take good care of your families so that you can do that work in our communities so that all of our people can be healthy. We just really need that from each and every one of you, to take good care of yourself and take care of your families. And then of course, I always, every year before I close here, I'm gonna share a fact that some people know and some don't, but many people don't realize that President Bordeaux is the longest serving president of any college in the United States. I always like to remind him of that because he's getting, you know, elderly over there, so it's important. So congratulations, graduates. Thank you for all your hard work, and thank your families for all that they did to support you as well. Midakiyasi.
Thank you, Cheryl. Beautiful. And our next congratulatory remarks will be the acting president of Black Hills State University from Spearfish, Dr. Laura Nichols. No? Oh, okay. Dr. Chris Gilmer, we got you on a program here. If you want to come up and do a postscript. Yes. Dr. Chris Gilmer. Oh, there he comes.
Graduates, I would only add this. The songwriter Jules says, "We are the accumulation of the dreams of generations." You are the accumulation of the dreams of generations. My mother was born on the kitchen table of a sharecropper shack in the middle of a cotton field in rural Mississippi, and her child has the privilege, because of her sacrifice, to rise and be the president of a university. In one generation, with the education you attained here today, you can not only change your life, you can change the lives of your whole family, and you can change the lives of the world. Thank you.
Yeah, right. Thank you. Oha, I think we're to that part now. We're going to have the blessing and the tying on of the feathers and the plumes. We're going to ask all you graduates to come up here and let's make a line as far as we can. Halfway, get your sponsor behind you. Your sponsor is going to tie your feather, your plume on, and then we'll have a prayer. We're going to just sing, ask you to hold the feather and plume up to the four directions. We'll start looking to the west, then to the north, east, south, and to our Creator above and our grandmother, Uchimaka. Then we'll tie them all. There'll be after that, there's a song that we use to tie the feathers on. So just pray with it for the first song. The second song is when you tie it on. Okay? Fred, Fred Little Bald Eagle will do the prayer for the blessing of the feathers and the plumes. So all of you get your graduate in front of you. And we'll have honor song after that. But we'll have a meal prayer before that. And then we'll honor song. And remember that you can pose in front of the green screen over here and take a good picture. And Roger will take your picture and go in the history books of Sinte University. Then we'll all enjoy a meal in honor of our graduates here today. So while we're getting set up, go ahead and take a picture, but don't tie it on yet. Don't tie the feathers on yet. Do not tie them on yet. You got to pray with them. Do not tie them on yet. Okay? Get your sponsor behind you. We're going to pray to the four directions with your feather first. And then the second song is a tying on song. So you tie it on during the second song. Fred, why not?
Hoito kakata hecha, Watakiya Ikpea Onkiala Lapikon, Anpe tu kile on kagaluta puake, Hoyetel Wayuhtapi Ayuha Hinarsin Kilenaya Glastepi. Hoyukha Hoyetel, Ohakap Hinarsin Kihena Itiaton Kapikta, Eta Unzani Pictem. Naelon Kitchen po, Tokatakiya Maunipi Ton Ka Hoyetel. Takoni ihukasis ni hetel woach wala wo ki ngoinga pikte. Si tomania taku waka oya wo pila onke ni chapelo mitakuye oyasim.
Oh, hi, Waste. All right. Okay, everybody go in the comments area and get something to eat. We got roast beef. We got some beef potato. I got a Wacipi, baked beans, salad. Good food in honor of all these graduates. Wotapo.